Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Honest Blade back with another video. Now, I was watching this video from Vogue. I'll put his channel link to the video on top of the video here. Look up. But anyways, I was watching his video. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I just call him Vogue. B-O-J. But anyways, I was watching this video about unpopular opinions on Tekken. And I must say, it was a very good video. I enjoyed it. And he made a lot of great points, especially about King, which I'll get to in a second, because everybody by now knows my hatred for King. However, I do want to say this one thing. He said in that video about people wanting to win. And, you know, scum tactics aside, not a single soul jumps into a fucking game. An competitive game for that matter. And I'm wearing shorts, by the way, for those who know. This don't feel like putting a shirt on. Anyone plays a competitive game. No one jumps on the game to take an L. No one. Now, I would say this. If you do lose, don't be a salty little bitch and be like, yeah, you get mad, I get mad too. But, I mean, like, when I say salty, don't rage quit. Don't send hate mail to your opponent. That, to me, is like, you know, you're going overboard. But you're just like, you know, fuck, man, that fucking character's annoying, da-da-da-da-da. Let me just not rematch this person. That's fine. That's fine. But just don't be a rage quitter and don't send the person a hate mail because they beat you. Just take the L and move on with your day. Do better next time, whatever. Moving on, though. I'm going to talk about King first. Then I'm going to talk about the whole winning in video games. So, King. I agree. King is a fucking nuisance. It's also Hurring, Paul, Devil Jin, Kazooie to a small degree, Armor King, Lily after her buffs. But King is a nuisance. And a lot of Kings, and it's not all Kings, and I'm not going to say every King player is like this, because I fought some King players who actually mixed it up, who had to beat me because they were really competent, or I end up beating them because they didn't keep repeating the same stupid moves over and over. That's harder to deal with. But a lot of King players, the asshole Kings, I would call them, they go for 5 things in the match. The stupid power crush, that stupid low kick, which is not so bad, because you see it coming, you can just block it low or do a parry, or even do a low crush. They go for the stupid hot kick, which is so annoying. Or King players will also do the one-in grab, which you know is breakable, especially when they keep doing it also. It's very breakable. Just common sense. It's not a hard move to break. And lastly, they like to go for the chain throw setups. That is the top 5 things asshole King players love to do. They love to do it. Also, that stupid hammer attack. That's weird though, because it's not that hard to deal with. But some of the games you get hit by an enemy even when you sidestep correctly. But moving on for that, that's a rarity. And Armor King players are good for that shit too. King players tend to go for that stupid chain grab, and the shit is so hard to break. It's not easy. Once in Blue Moon, I could break out of it. But oftentimes, once I caught that chain grab, I just like put my controller down. I'm fucked until the chain grab is over if I don't lose the round because of it. King players go for the most scummiest tactics, and that's the thing. There's a lot of people's problem with King. He's a scumbag character. And don't get me wrong, he's not the easiest character to play, but he's... Especially because, you know, it does take a brain power to use those chain throws. I've seen the commands to that shit. That shit is not easy. And of course, to anyone who could do that shit on a regular. However, when you only want to do that to your opponent, you have no other desire but to keep going for that chain grab setup. And a lot of people are one and done King players. Because King players love going for that one fucking setup. And it's so frustrating. It's like, look, I just want to play the game. Why the fuck you gotta play like this? I'm not saying let me beat you, come on, punching bag. No. But can you do something else than trying to keep setting me up for the same move 1,000 times over and over? And yes, obviously people say, but you know what they're trying to do to you. Counter it. It's not that easy to counter that shit. You can try to be hit King out of that shit. And sometimes throws beat out hits. I would know this because many times when I do Nina's 1-2 throw, I'm infamous for doing Nina's 1-2 throw. I see a person try to hit me because for some reason Nina's 1-2 throw beat out the hit. I'm like, yes! But I'm also part of my head like, how the fuck did a throw beat out of that hit? That person clearly threw out a jab, and I still got the 1-2 throw over them. But moving on, it's one thing, yeah, you know King trying to do the chain throw to you, so counter it. First of all, the nigga could do like a speedy ass sidestep position, and then hit you with the chain throw immediately, and you're like, oh my god. So let's not act like just because you know what King's trying to do to you, it's easy to do it. It's not like, for example, Brian plays want to do the orbital or that low launcher. Brian plays get real predictable real fast when they try to go for those setups. So it's kind of easy to shut down that setup. Not saying Brian's an easy character to fight. But Brian plays, typically they go for that setup. So you know, okay, he's going to try to do that low launcher or he's going to do the orbital. But with King, even you know what King wants to do to you, it is still somewhat hard to battle King. But now next thing I want to say about winning and losing. Yes, no one wants to lose, but losing is a part of any game. You can't take a loss. Why the hell are you playing video games? Losing is a part of any kind of game you're going to play. Whether it's to the AI, a cheesy player, a lag switcher, which it sucks, but it is what it is, or to a player who's just straight up better than you. Or you drop the combo and that costs you the match, whatever the case may be. Losing is part of the game. However, no one should be on a game like, I'm okay if I lose. Now, if you lose, you take it with grace. But no one should be like, okay, I'm going to play some Guilty Gear today. I'm going to play some Fantasy Strike today. I'm going to play some Dead or Alive today. And if I lose 30 matches, it's fine as I win 2 of them. No, that shit is frustrating. That shit is soul crushing. You want to win more than you lose. Like, let's say you play 50 matches. You win 35 and lose 15. That's okay. Yeah, you lost 15, but you got 35 wins. But now you do 50 matches, you lost 40 of them, but you only win 10. And who's to say after you lose the first 40, you're not going to want to play no more. You're going to be like, you know what, I'm fucking, this is bad, I'm doing shitty today. Let me turn this game off. Let me swap my character or whatever. Let me go play something else. This is bullshit today. So I don't like the idea necessarily that, okay, no one should strive to win in the game. But there's a way about going about winning, in my opinion. However, you cannot tell someone else how to play their character, let alone their game they spent their $60 on, or however money they spent it on. Like, I cannot go on Seafood King's DMs right now and tell Seafood King, stop playing Dragunov like that. Or go tell Damien, stop playing Alyssa like that. No. They're allowed to play their fucking character the way they see fit. If it's a frustrating to you, either don't rematch them, or you pick a different character if possible. But you have no audacity to tell someone how to play their character. Now, what you can do, though, is not rematch that motherfucker. But you cannot tell someone how to play their character. Now, some people play characters differently. Some people play characters try to be as, win, but in an honest style. Some people are like, oh, my character's cheap. I'm going to do every dirty tactic my character has to offer me. And I don't give a fuck how my opponent feels about it. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Some characters are fucking OP. Some characters are not. And it's not the person's fault. Let's say someone says, hey, Nina Will was an OP character. I love Nina since I was a little kid. I want to say maybe 6, 7 years old. And, Nina happens to be an OP character. I'm not going to hop off Nina just because she's OP. That being said, however, let's say I play Ling Xiaoyu, and let's say Ling Xiaoyu's low tier. That's not my opponent's fault that I'm playing a low tier Xiaoyu against, let's say, Lily, who's high tier. She's not in Tekken S7, I'm just making an example. They chose to play a high tier character. That's not my fault, I'm playing a low tier character. So I have 2 options: either get better, learn the matchup, or pick a fucking high tier myself. Or pray to God that Lily gets nerfed to where my Ling Xiaoyu can fight her better, for instance. But you cannot tell a player, oh, they're playing a cheap character. You need to play an honest character. That player probably ain't pick that character because that character's cheap. They probably just like that character a lot. So I think it's super unfair to dictate what a person plays or does in a game to get their win. That doesn't mean you gotta be happy with it, but you also cannot dictate what someone else wants to do, how to get their W. To me, like, nigga, that's their game. You're playing them. If you don't want to deal with bullshit, don't play online matches. Play the AI. Play by yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be open to a variety of people. Some people play the way you want them to play. Some people play like assholes. Either way, it is what it is. And you cannot dictate how people play. And yes, well, I agree. Tekken's draw system, and a lot of that Voļ said in his video, I agree with it. I agree with, I'm saying 94% of it. But the 6% are like, Voļ, no, I don't agree with it. And the one thing about people getting the wins, you can't dictate how someone gets their wins. Only time I feel like a person does not deserve their win, they lag switch. Or, they're a lag switch. That's pretty much it. If a person's kicking your ass, even if they're using cheat tactics, and you can't deal with it, or it's hard to deal with it, it's the way the cookie crumbles. Only time I don't support a person's win is when they lag switch for that W. If they lag switch, fuck them. Go eat a dick. Drop dead, motherfucker, because you cheated to get that win. You legit cheated. You didn't play just a cheap character. You legit cheated for your win. But that person just beat your ass? Oh well, move on. And, just hopefully next time you come across that person, you do better. That's it. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understood what I said. Please check out Voļ's video in the beginning, if you can. Peace and kick it, guys. I love you guys. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. And hopefully subscribe as well. Peace out.